rather eccentric at times, and diverse performers ranging from poets to your expected acoustic guitar players to the less expected belly dance troops and escape artists and jugglers, and we've had them all, to be honest with you. We've had dancers and I told somebody earlier, we've had from 5 to 100 people, depending on when you show up. COVID kind of hit us hard like it did everybody else and every other place, so we're still kind of recuperating from that. But we just, like I said, our main thing is we love art, we want to promote it. So we're mostly a word of mouth thing, but we are on Facebook. And the second Saturday of every month. No cover ever. We do have a donations basket in the back if you want. All that goes towards the snacks that are complimentary. We've got pop and Earth-defying gravity-defying coffee. And it really is tonight. It's actually stronger than I normally make it, which is, you can normally put a spoon up in it, but tonight I guess you can put several spoons. Cookies and snacks. Please eat that stuff though, because they're all open. I don't want them to go to waste. So, so that's kind of what we do. And usually every month we have a featured artist of the month, ranging from your musicians, and sometimes we'll have filmmakers. We'll have movies featured. Miami's awesome because they can accommodate almost anything. This pulls down, of course, for they got full movie capabilities, projectors, you name it. But tonight. Man, tonight I'm really excited. Brian Hershey is going to be our featured artist of the month. Our featured writer, our featured horror writer, actually. Brian and I go back a number of years. We used to work together as social workers, so I've known Brian for, how long, Brian?
9 years.
9 years. Gosh, that's a chunk of time too. Man. So Brian, he's written several books, and he's got many or all of them back there. And they're for sale. I encourage you to check out his stuff. He is a horror writer. That's why he's got the werewolf back there. It's not a real werewolf, so it won't bite you. But you can get pictures with it if you want. You don't have to necessarily ask. We just ask that you don't try to take him with you when you leave, because he is kind of cool. And if you get, he does bite. He does bite. So it's the gift that keeps on giving with these werewolves. You know how that goes. But so Brian brought his. What's the name of the werewolf, Brian?
What's that?
What's the name of the werewolf?
It's actually Maya.
Maya?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You said Maya?
Maya.
Maya. Okay, cool. So Maya the werewolf, and you can check him out. Check out Brian's books. Brian's written several books, including Dark Steps, Forgotten Sin. His newest one's Damned to Live. Brian's one of those public servant types. It's been around, given to the community. 17 years of experience teaching middle school English, language arts, creative writing, and in urban districts. At 2 master's degrees, I've mentioned the books. It's four total books, and certified fiction book editor, which I think is really cool. I think I knew this, and I kind of forgot it. And I was like, oh, that's right, I knew that. But he helps authors with their structural designs and copy editing needs. And he's recently even started his own publishing label titled Reader to Writer Press. And if you're interested in learning more about Brian, please be curious and go back and ask him about himself. I'm sure he won't be shy, and he won't bite you like the werewolf. But again, what we're trying to do is promote local arts. You don't have to go to LA or New York to find the arts. We've got them everywhere here in Hamilton and abroad. So Brian is a great example of the type of artist that we like to highlight. And so that's kind of what we do. I think I brought some of my own poetry up here. We got now the other thing is, it's an open mic night, so if any of you all want to sign up, we have a sign-up sheet back there near the snacks. So if you feel so inclined, 5 or 10 minutes up here. The stage is yours. You can do whatever you want with it, as long as it's legal, and we're an uncensored event. So, so if you want to sign up, we do have people who voiced an interest in performing. So we know somebody I think is going to do breakdancing.
I'm not going to do breakdancing.
It's a running private joke. Nobody else understands this, but it's kind of, I think it's funny. So we do have performers. I'm going to share some poetry. We may have somebody else, and Brian's going to come up, and then he's going to get back up on the stage. And also, hey Brian, do you mind if I ask if you maybe give a little question and answer opportunity for the audience? Maybe see if they've got inquiries about your trade, and I think that'd be kind of cool if you don't mind. I just put them on the spot. You see how I did that? But I have the all-powerful abilities of the MC. So I can do this kind of stuff, right? I can say, what's he supposed to say? No, I'm not going to do that, no question and answers. So major pressure there. Anyways, I do write poetry, and I've been in some movies, and I'm a social worker by trade. I leave the keys in the restrooms, they will lock. We have had a lot of things happen at Creativa in 15 years. And one of them was our bathrooms were shut down. They were shut down because of that, and so we just directed everybody next door, so I'm sure they loved us. We're like, just go next door. And yeah, like I said, we've had a packed house here, so, but the restrooms, we have, the water's over there too. And anyways, I've got a few poems I'll read to you, and I'll start off with one called Iron Song. These are the days, or so they say, bombs from my nether half falling like sloppy raindrops. Pearl and I had a stride down the hall, slow motion glide surrounded by a warm, worn, and wasted human smell. Several fellas in several rooms had their mouths open, as if to talk back in blindness to the ceiling, stunned by the silence. Photos were pinned to corkboards, and TV sets were all in agreement that the best thing to do with it all was to join together in a pixel chorus of an outside world. Greta looked at me and I looked back. I was to provide an explanation, but just stared ahead in sync to the gate of the visit. This was what we did after all. Mom was Superwoman and she juggled planets, something about, well, you kind of at least earned our time. I swear to my dancing goddess who smiles upon herself and us all that I will never leave you alone like some of your neighbors. When we arrived at your door, your belongings were situated like yesterday on the couch, 3 bags, photos included. At any moment you were waiting, a young girl standing near the train station. My son, he's coming soon, will take me to that one place that stands alone. Home, it's not here. This I know. All I could do was kiss her face and divert the topic, dancing into something else that would make it all okay. But it's not okay. You held everything in balance, and now gravity has turned against you. And I offer my middle finger to it all. You've done this tour, I shout, but I do it without mind language. Just my stubborn iron spine set against the movement of time. What pride, Mama. I'm here. I know that the past is all falling into itself, but it's now, and now is safe, and now is us. Your home is waiting, and we will be close. The pain in your knee is a forest fire set upon bone. It will get better. It's okay, Mama. Greta looks at her phone and wraps arms around her mamaw in the manner she learned through repeated gesture warmth, the kind that greets you with smiles through blood and space from her dad and his mom and her mom and so forth, until there is blue and greens from the country where we were born, a Viking set upon seas, upon lands, and upon gravity. We are iron-born with iron songs, and iron sets hard and pushes into time fabric, hands pushing into the night, hands with patience and conclusions, hands with mead, hands with salt and dirt, and hands wrapped into kin. Let's look at these photos, Mom. These are here with us too, and tomorrow I'll be back. Just hold this rope. It's from here to yesterday, and behind us all, and into something we're not sure of. Hold it tight, Mama. It's what we've known, I swear. These things, they will return just like friends at a party who went out to smoke, tethered to definitions and meanings and photos. Those photos, I'll make a contract with Walgreens to print as many of these as I can, that this phone can keep. I just need more than 16 gigabytes. It only holds so much, and it falls where the rain makes it an enemy. Then each photo fades, and each second falls backwards, and then it is rewound into behind something, that thing like a curtain on a stage. We're trying to know those lines, Mom. We'll get it. We'll nail it. We know who we are. I swear. Sometime in the morning, I'll be back. Thank you very much. A couple more here. Okay, this poem's called Be Kind. Be kind. It starts within. Can you meet and greet each unpleasant thought and feeling with an embrace? Instead of throwing stones at anger, fear, and anxiety, can you laugh and share poetry together with these companions over a cup of